Hey! Hey! A damn good time podcast.
Let me take it higher. You remember that?
A damn good time podcast.
So, damn.
You should just like mute it right there. And ADGT. We're flirting with that copyright shit right now. God, that's so good.
Beats in the car right now.
Mm-hmm. Hope you got that bass turned up. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody Adams. I'm Erik Wheeler.
And this is a damn good time podcast.
Take them higher.
Take them higher. Yeah, I like that. On this week's episode, we're back in the studio with Erik Wheeler. We've got Samuel Adams Winterlager that we're going to taste.
Limited release.
And then we've got some catching up to do. I feel like
bit.
it's been a little while.
This is 1 week. But
Yeah, but still. Yeah, and then we're just going to have ourselves a damn good time. So come along with us in this journey of a damn good time.
And one more time.
A damn good time podcast.
Take it higher.
Boom. All right, yeah, we're going to flirt with that copyright thing going on there.
Yeah, a little bit.
This guy made a remix of the song, and he said it's copyright free, so we'll fucking figure it out.
Rolling the dice.
Great intro, though.
Yeah.
Great song. Great old song. We've jammed that for a long time.
Oh, yeah. Me and Erik have a whole dance to it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we do.
You guys should have been in the background with your choreographed dance.
Well, it might not be rated for this podcast.
And then,
No, I'm just kidding.
That might actually break the copyright. So, we want to tread lightly here.
the video will get pulled from YouTube for other reasons. Like, no, it's not the copyright thing we're worried about. It's those guys doing whatever the fuck it is they're doing in the background.
Yeah, that might be for another website.
This isn't a damn porn time podcast.
Yeah, we were drunk one night and we thought it was cool to make up a little dance for it.
Yeah.
It's like 3 moves.
Oh, okay. So you guys really put a lot of time and effort into it.
I tell you what, but it's stuck for like 5-6 years now. I mean, it's got it. I mean, even Cody's son was over the other night. The twins were over there hanging out. And
Yeah.
Captain Jack started fussing a little bit. I'm like, yeah, I got something for you. Electric Avenue,
Yeah.
We're up bebopping around. So
And then the baby gets up, starts dancing around too. It's like, how the fuck? I already knew the moves. He was
we're trying
born
to
with
teach
it.
him to dance.
It's in his
Yeah.
blood.
It's in his blood. But yeah, this if you've been watching the last previous episodes, we banked one because I've been on midnights and shit. So it feels like we haven't done this in a month, but it's only been a week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been 2 weeks since we did one because we didn't do it. Well, we'll say 1 week because we skipped 1 week. That was our first time ever skipping a week, and it's probably going to happen again.
But we
But
still made sure we got content for you guys out there.
yeah.
We work for you. We do this just for you.
Yeah.
But I remember
60.
I haven't called you up like the end of last week, and I was like, yeah, man, I just feel like I haven't talked to you in a while. Like, something's off because I haven't talked to Cody.
I haven't talked to you in a week. What are you doing?
But so how have you been over the last couple of weeks? What have I missed?
Nothing. Literally, I mean, it's a crappy time of year. I mean, it's getting cold, but it's warm again. It's cold again. The time changed. It's dark out at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those depressing times.
Bullshit,
right now.
dude. That's bullshit.
Babies keep growing every day.
Yeah, they do that.
They're like 11 pounds now. Like, that's crazy
Yeah.
already.
11?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Started at 5 when we brought them home. Now they've already gained 6 pounds in 2 months, so which is normal.
Yeah.
But it's still crazy to think about.
Yep.
It's like if we gained 6 pounds in 2 months, we'd be a little depressed.
Oh my God, I got to go on a fucking diet. Why did I have that milkshake last week?
We're also not growing in height at the same time.
Right.
But
Yeah, they're stretching out a little bit, but
Yeah.
that's hard to believe. They're almost 2 months old.
Yeah. Yeah, it still feels like yesterday.
yeah, what's the date today?
The 18th.
Yeah, in
Of
2 days
November.
will be 2 months. So, yeah, I mean, it's feels like it's been 3 months now for some reason, or 4 months. I just feel like I've had them forever. I don't know. Normally people say time goes faster, but it feels like they've always been there. So I don't know. Just weird. Other than doing all that, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Because like they're all they're the main focus of the day. I go work, I come home, I'm just dealing with babies all night
Babies.
until maybe get sneak in an hour or two with some gaming or something at night and
Yeah.
watch some football. Goddamn Browns!
Yeah.
These goddamn Browns!
It's been a lazy, fucking good for nothing Browns week.
Yeah, but Buckeyes.
Buckeyes won.
We got the Buckeyes still.
Yep.
As Ohio sports fans that we are, we always rely heavily on Ohio State to make us happy.
Just when we thought that this year was going to be a little bit different.
Right.
We ought to know better by now.
Yeah.
And, you can always fall back on Ohio State. And even though they had that loss early in the year and everybody was kind of, because the expectations are always so high. I mean,
Right.
we don't expect to ever lose.
Yeah.
So when it's that early, you're like, well, at least we have the Browns. And, like always,
Yeah.
we're back in the same boat we always are.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're fucking riddled with injuries and COVIDs and all that. And then Odell Beckham's dad puts out a video and then, like, we release him from the team. He didn't want to be here anyway, but
No, in fact, it came out this week that he, some of these reporters that talked to his agent and stuff, he wanted to be in LA the whole time. He never wanted to be traded to Cleveland, which I suppose if you're not from Cleveland, and you have ambitions to be an actor and that, you do want to go to LA, right? And that was really the end game for him. But imagine, being a 29-year-old multimillionaire and having your dad go to YouTube to do your bidding for you. Well, him and LeBron.
Right. Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is
because
a whole
LeBron
other
tweets
story.
out free OBJ. Like, fuck off.
LeBron, the Browns fan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I mean, we obviously have more weapons than in the the wide receiver position than
Yeah.
we have so many of them. It's almost like he was pointless. He was literally pointless. I'm not
Right.
saying he's not a great wide receiver. He obviously has had his years and time.
Mm-hmm.
But then he comes to the Browns, and the entire time he was hurt.
Well, his first season with us wasn't terrible, right? If I remember correctly, it wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad.
No, he was a 1,000-yard receiver that first year.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
I think just he had such a good rookie year, and he was in New York, and he had the catch. Everybody knows the catch.
Yeah.
He had that, and the bar was just set so high for him. He's never really gotten back to that point, and he
Right.
won't at this point. I mean, he's had too many injuries. He's getting up there in age, but his big problem is that he doesn't, run the plays within the system.
Right.
He freelances all the time, and like it or not, Baker isn't good enough. I suppose he's not Aaron Rodgers. He can't improvise. He needs players to be in certain places at certain times, and Odell doesn't do that.
Yeah,
So
Odell's freestyling, and Baker can't freestyle to keep up with him.
Right.
But then again, like, there's a lot of times whenever I see where they should connect, and Beckham drops him. But then again, there's a lot of times when they should connect, and Baker overthrew him and shit. But I mean, that is football a lot of the times. But
Right.
But it's hard to place blame on either one of them whenever they just never synced up. They never really synced up a lot,
Right. I think you are correct in the sense that it's a combination of both. It's not one person at fault.
Yeah.
And this might be the rare thing that works out for both teams.
Right.
When it's all said and done, but definitely you're right. It wasn't working here. He probably could have left a little better instead of having Daddy go to YouTube. But
Have his dad do stuff for him.
Yeah.
I guess it's 2021, and this is the reality we live in, and social media is so powerful. So you want to get something done. This is how you go about it.
Yeah.
I mean, after he got hurt the last time, is it not? Are you not in the coach's locker room with the Browns going, this man is just going to get hurt again? Even if we bring him out,
Right.
look at his the salary cap. I mean, obviously he's still paying for it, but like, why not just dump him now? Why he's still worth something? instead of holding on to him.
I will say too, a lot of the times he was always getting double coverage and leaving other people open, and that's the one reason that I really liked him, is that he drew attention on from defenses so that other people could get open. The other people that once they didn't realize that Landry's a fucking beast and like all of our other wide receivers are really good and they can catch the ball and they can get yards, but everybody was focused on OBJ for a while, so like it gave them the chance to get other wide receivers open, but then it just fell off whenever everybody realized that him and Baker couldn't match up.
Right. He ended up being like the ultimate decoy towards the end. And again, I mean, there were times that he was open and Baker couldn't get him the ball.
Right.
And again, that's a whole other topic of whether he's good enough or Baker's good enough going forward. But it just didn't work out. And, the Browns, I think, they ended up saving a few $1 million here after the restructured contract. And then they ended up signing a couple offensive linemen to longer deals, which is what they want to do anyway. So, it might work out for both teams.
Strengthen that O-line.
Yep. Hey,
give him time.
Yep.
When you have Chubb, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly. Chubb and Hunt. We just need Hunt back, and that'll be some back to the glory days. But anyways,
is Chubb even cleared yet to play?
He is not, as of not out of the COVID protocol yet.
That sucks.
When do we get Hunt back?
Coach said yesterday. What did he say? Maybe next week. He's getting close.
Okay. Yeah. Whenever he first got injured, he was projected to be back last week, but it was still bothering him. This week still bothering him. Last I heard, they're hoping that he's healthy by their bye week, which isn't even next week.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks, yep.
So he'll be healthy by bye week, which will get him even more healthy to come back and hopefully, But
well, we've lost the margin for error here. So now, I mean, you almost have to just about run the table. I mean, you're gonna. I think that they have. They're 5-5. So we have 7 games left. They have to, at worst, go 5-2.
Right.
So, but they're only a half game out of the playoffs. I mean, that's the thing. As bad as they look last week, and you have everything in front of you still. So
thankfully, Steelers tied.
Yes.
That was the Browns' curse right there. We tied that one year. Oh my God.
They tied against the Lions, right?
Yes, the hapless Lions, and
that's who we have this week, right?
Right, and it looks like their backup quarterback is going to start. For the Lions, and that guy, in his NFL career, he has a total of minus 16 yards. That's his career.
I hope we don't fuck that up this week.
So if we lose this week,
I'm not
all conversations moving forward is it's over.
Yeah, I'm not watching any more NFL.
This is it. Yes,
absolutely not. I'm done. I'm over. I'm just shutting it all down.
Yeah,
taking my Sundays back.
Yeah,
find something more productive to do with your time.
Right.
Yeah,
and then just listen to it, and it'll be background noise at this point again.
Like it's been for years. Yeah.
It's funny because my wife, being a Detroit Lions fan and a Michigan, she's from Michigan, being a Michigan fan and all that, but being a Lions fan, they're like, of course, they mess up going 0-16. Wait, is it 0-16?
Yes.
Yeah, 0-16. They got a tie. It's like, can't even do that again.
Well, at the sports book, they are the lowest odd bet. So if you make a bet on this, you get the least return on your money. Say it's $100, is to go winless.
Yeah,
they have a better chance of going winless than they do winning a game right now. So that's amazing. Think about it. They have 7 more games to go. It's really hard to go winless. It's only happened twice.
Yeah. They did it once.
Yeah.
And
Browns did it the other time. But
Browns did it,
yeah.
So a couple of fan bases with a lot of futility this week. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Sucks for both of us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we kind of like we're raising around, and I started talking sports. But anyway, Steve, how you been, man? What's going on?
It's been all right.
Tell me some stuff.
I had to work midnights.
Yeah,
which it was cool because there's not a lot going on at night, and we were kind of there because they had a big project going on, so we were there just in case they needed us for this big project thing. So we didn't really do a lot of work, but I will tell you that driving a 32,000-pound machine around a refinery in the middle of the night with like very low visibility is a little bit stressful.
Yeah, I can see that.
It was a little more stressful than like my normal day-to-day where I can see everything. And then it even rained one night. So like I got windshield wipers, but not on like my side mirror windows and shit. It's not like going down a highway where the wind blows the water off. There's just rain droplets everywhere and I can't see fucking shit. So it was a little stressful, but luckily we didn't have to do much. So
Hey, just hit a jet fuel line. It's fine.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if they do jet fuel there, but like, yeah, I mean, they got plenty of other shit that goes bang. So it's like, yeah, that was
one thing. One of our buddies your buddy Tyler that works with you.
Yeah,
our buddy. He always said there's like jet fuel pumping through there all the time.
Yeah, well, I don't think they actually make jet fuel there, but it's all the stuff that you got.
Doesn't matter. It's a bunch of flammable shit.
It's all the
Lots of combustibles.
Yeah, literally everything there is trying to kill you, and it's under pressure, and it's hot, and it's flammable. Yeah. So, but speaking of Tyler, being on night shift, the opposite shift of him, it gave me an opportunity to pull an amazing prank on him. We got lockers, right, and his is like I got like regular like high school locker thing, because I haven't been there for as long as he has. Mm-hmm. So he's got like this big, like, think of like a big cabinet almost. It's got like 2 doors that open up. So I printed out a whole bunch of pictures of me, like from Facebook and shit. Like even back whenever I was ripped, I made a big one like of me standing there flexing with my abs and shit, like whenever I was skinny and toned. And I put all these pictures up in his locker. And then I bought like these little electric like candle, like tea light candles, yeah, because he can't have an open flame there, obviously, yeah. So and then like these fake little roses, and I set it all up like a shrine, like he's like obsessed with me in his locker, right? So because we didn't even see each other in passing, because I had to always leave before he came in. So like he came in, no idea I wasn't even there, and he had to open up his locker to see this shrine of me, and like I can't take pictures on site because it's like forbidden. Like I would get fired really quick if I take pictures or even like post pictures or anything like that. But it was amazing. Like I even took like the legal pads and my hand was cramping up because I wrote my name Steve like a million times on this piece of paper. And then like the other one had like a heart on it, and it was like, and I put Tyler Schaefer plus Steve Schaefer, like he was gonna change his name for me and shit. Like, oh god! It was a family photo of like me, Sarah, and the kids, and then I cut his head out and put it over Sarah's face and shit. Like it was fucking great, amazing. And I wish I could post a picture for you guys to see, but obviously I'm not allowed. I don't want to get fired from my job because you're not allowed to take pictures in there and shit, but. It was awesome.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. How was the reaction?
So there's one, because I always get there early. Tyler always gets there early. And there's one other dude, Eric Valentine, that gets there early too. And he said that Tyler was literally laughing so hard that he was crying. Like he was crying. And then he starts to, I left. I forgot I even it skipped my mind that I even did it. I was at home. I had a couple shots of vodka. I was playing Diablo in the morning. It was like 6:30, And he starts texting me like, bro, that was fucking amazing. Like, oh, shit. And then, of course, like all the other dudes that work there, they're like, what the fuck is this?
Tyler, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. So it went over well. It was a hit. It was definitely a really good prank that I could do without, I don't know, like there's, like we did with John Polson's Hell Day and shit, because I don't want to get reported for making hazards by like taping razor blades or something like that. Well, because he spray painted a dick inside my locker, and even stuff like that. Like any more that can get you fucking fired for like sexual harassment or some kind of bullshit.
Too much legal.
Yeah, you gotta tiptoe the line with certain.
Get canceled right now.
Yeah. Well, and the worst would be get canceled from your fucking job. How you make your money and shit. And for a dumb prank like that, like why'd you get fired? Oh, because I put a dildo in his locker and then a shrine about me.
That would be a very hard story to tell at the next job interview.
Yeah. How'd you lose your job? The dildo in the locker bit, Oh, we understand. Come on board. The old dildo. Who hasn't done the dildo in the locker bit? I mean.
What did we say the starting salary was? Raise it $10,000.
Yeah, this guy's a winner. This guy's a winner. He knows. You know what? We really need a lot of that dildo in the locker attitude around here. So that's one thing we're definitely lacking nowadays.
It'd be great for morale.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, we're getting copyright music, and now we're talking about dildos and lockers.
Yep.
This one's gonna be good.
Yeah, then, hit the midnight shift, then got switched back over the days, hit that, I like to call it jet lag, even though it's not, where you got to switch shifts and catch up on sleep and get on a certain sleep schedule. Yeah. And that's when the Browns played that terrible game, so I was asleep by like mid-second quarter.
So it went down pretty well.
Nap. Yeah. Didn't have to worry about missing the game because I was asleep, but
I think I turned it off then too anyway. So
this sucked.
This is just upsetting. Bye.
Find something else to do.
Yeah, but on a good note, though, that Saturday I didn't have to work that night, so I was able to, they called us off because everything was done early. So I got to come home and watch the Buckeyes. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I did get to enjoy that game.
That was the opposite of the Browns game.
Yeah.
My God, what Ohio State have 49 at halftime or something.
Yeah.
Just
fucking ran. And I was a little worried after seeing Purdue beat Michigan State and shit. Like, I was like, oh, fuck, maybe they're going to be a little tougher.
They beat 2 top 3 teams this year. They beat Iowa 2 on the road. So, I mean, they were kind of giant killers there. Yeah. But we smacked them around.
We put them in their place.
We do what we do.
Put them in their place.
Mm-hmm. You're the best offense in the country right now. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's facts right there.
That's fucking facts.
It's facts.
2 big games here. Obviously they're going to be heavily favored in both. Sparty, that's this weekend. Probably smack them around.
Yeah.
They're ranked a little higher than they probably are. Now watch, they'll probably come out and lose, but that game should be a little easier. And then of course you have the big one the following week. So.
Yeah. And it sucks. I hate that they're both at noon, but and then this weekend especially because we're still doing overtime this weekend, so I got to work fucking Saturday, so I won't really be able to put my full focus into the game. Which by full focus I mean I won't be able to get drunk and watch it.
You'll be able to start at 8 a.m.
Yeah. I won't be able to get drunk. I have an excuse to be day drunk and watch football. Or I'll be working and maybe get to listen to it and hopefully
I'm gonna be in the state up north.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. You're going to Michigan this week.
Yeah, tomorrow weekend. I get to go visit the in-laws. We're doing our Thanksgiving early up there, so
enemy territory.
Yeah. And normally, so the first time I know I prefaced this before in an episode. First time I went and visited and met Steph's parents and family and everybody, all her friends, and got grilled by all of her friends. And love you guys. They all love me now, but like when I first came up there, they're like, "What are your intentions? Why are you keeping our best friend in Ohio?" I'm like, "I get it, So,
right."
And I thought everybody a Michigan fan, right?
Right.
Wolverine fan. All of her friends are Spartan fan.
Yeah.
Spartan
that's one thing. That's one thing we touched with Brad on the last episode that dropped. He's like, yeah, no, we all love the Spartans. Where we're at the Spartans. And I'm like, so why does Steph love the Wolverines? He's like, I think she was dropped as a baby or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think I don't know what it is, but I mean, I guess it'd be like, so if Ohio University had a good football team, and then we had Ohio State, it'd be a different story.
Or maybe even now, like Cincinnati's ranked, and say you were from Southern Ohio, or out of Southwest Ohio, and you're still kind of close to Columbus, but like no, fuck, Cincinnati's better than the Buckeyes. But
well, there is a lot of that.
Yeah,
there's a lot of that. I mean, in Cincinnati, I mean, they kind of have disdain for Ohio State. Not everybody, but it's not like Cleveland or Northeast Ohio where, most everybody we know roots for Ohio State. Down there, a lot of Notre Dame fans. You have the big private Catholic schools.
Yeah.
You have LaSalle and St. X. Those are big pipeline schools in Notre Dame. So they like the Catholic team. They like Kentucky.
Yeah.
They like basketball. I mean, it's just more. Cincinnati's so geographically different than the rest of Ohio anyways.
Right.
I mean, it's basically Kentucky.
Well, and there's kind of touching on that. There's a lot of Kentucky people because we lived down in Louisville for a while. They don't have a professional football team. So a lot of them are either Bengals fans or Colts fans because it's the closest. It's the closest one to them geographically, but their state doesn't have a professional football team. So either that or they go crazy. They go nuts about college. They are more college football than they are professional football.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You would be close to Indy there. That's true. Louisville wouldn't be far at all.
It was right across the river.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they did like this whole fucking joint city thing where it's called Thunder over Louisville, but like Indianapolis was right there, and like everybody'd watch across the river and shit. Where they had like an air show and like fireworks display. It was fucking nuts. Like,
be pretty good.
Yeah, insane. Like that was a great time, but yeah, like they don't have anybody to root for, so.
It's more about the college teams, and of course, they have the football and the basketball.
Yeah. Well, even this one dude, Zach, that I work with, he's a younger cat. He's a Cincinnati fan, but he's from Kentucky, So, but it's still I got to give him props. It's like, well, still an Ohio team, like
I'm suppose if you grow up down there, you got to find something, right? I mean, if you like sports, you're going to find a team. So I'm sure, like they're probably majority Cincinnati. Like you probably like,
right.
They all like baseball down there. The Reds are huge. Cincinnati's a baseball town. Love the Reds. You got the Bengals.
It's almost like Cincinnati's just like exiled down there from Ohio.
Well, you don't really think about it,
It's like they're down far over there, and it's just like, yeah, nobody cares about you. Shut up.
But it's still a huge fucking city. Like we went there for Sarah's cousin's son had a wedding down there, and we went down there for the wedding, and that place is amazing. Cincinnati was fucking awesome. Like for a big city, it wasn't, and it could just be the part of the town we were in or the part of the city we were in, but it wasn't like very trashy. I didn't feel like certain parts of Cleveland, but I've been through Cleveland a lot more. Mm-hmm. Cleveland, I feel afraid a lot. Yeah, like if that makes sense. But Cincinnati, I wasn't like, I didn't, you're still like you're in big city. We're little country boys. Like, hold on to your pocketbook, hon. Like
it's still a river town. It's very Cincinnati probably comps more to Pittsburgh than Cleveland for sure.
Yeah,
if you've been to Pittsburgh, and we all have, but it's that downtown's nice. I mean, it's
right.
It's clean. It's kind of
I don't know. All
anti-Cleveland, I guess. I mean, Cleveland's more blue collar factory. You get down. Of course, Pittsburgh had the mills, but they're big financial sector now. Big. They have hospitals, UPMCs down there.
Yeah,
it's just a little bit different. Cincinnati is more like that than it would be like a Cleveland.
Yeah.
But they do have that chili down there.
That Skyline.
Yeah.
Chili on spaghetti.
You want to get people fired up.
That is so
and it
terrible.
is.
That is the worst thing ever. By the way,
what's the opinion on that?
You think it's the worst thing ever?
Dude, I like it.
The cinnamon chili.
Yeah, it is like the spices in it are weird. It's like cinnamon and nutmeggy.
Yeah, I had it. Well, so it's been years since I had it. But I had it, and I was like, why?
I think it's good.
I mean, it costs like nothing, but
yeah,
I was like, still like, this is no.
And the way the ground beef is, it's like teeny tiny particles. It's not even there's not even chunks of meat in there. It's like
Wendy's chili.
They take the Taco Bell taco meat and throw it in the Cincinnati Skyline chili. I mean,
they somehow make it thinner than Taco. It's like Taco Bell taco meat still has more chunks, I think. And then they put it on spaghetti and cheddar cheese, and I think it's pretty good.
I tell you, I actually like it too. You can go.
I'm not about that.
I'll probably correct this. I think it's 5-way where they have the onion, the cheese, the chili, the pasta. Hell, maybe it's 4-way. I don't know. That's 4 things, but there might be something else.
I can go to the dollar store and make a better spaghetti than that.
Yeah, well,
in like 5 minutes.
You go to the dollar store and buy some frozen Skyline chili in a freezer section.
Yeah. Where they like boom. I will honestly say that I've never actually had it from the restaurant. I get it out of the can and then I pour it over my own spaghetti and put cheddar cheese on it. I think it's fucking good. Theirs might even be better because I don't know. Maybe they do it better in house. I don't know.
I stopped at one Skyline chili, and I was like, well, I ate it. I was like, what did I just eat? So, like, it was just so weird. I'm like, literally, somebody just poured dog food over my spaghetti noodles.
It's such a hot button topic. And then you get into, there's multiple places that sell the Cincinnati chili. So if you're from Cincinnati, they have a place called Gold Star. And everybody's like, oh, you can't go to Skyline. That's bullshit. You got to go to Gold Star. Gold Star, that's the original. That's where it's how you got to try. It's the same stuff.
So just like when you're in Philly, the Philly cheesesteak, it's like it's all the same ingredients, but who prepares it better? So that's Cincinnati's thing is chili over spaghetti. And it's like, no, you can't go to Skyline. That's bullshit. You got to go across the street to this one. They're like, no. Mom and Pop's down the road does it way better. Like,
they got it. The Gold Star. They're like, oh, the Skyline's too commercial. You got to go to Gold Star, you know? Yeah. If you're feeling real froggy, you go through Gold Star and you go right next door to White Castle because we still have those down there. So.
Oh, I miss White Castle.
Boy, they're up there. That's a shame that it's gone.
Yeah.
I'll make that one. Them little mini burgers were delicious.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Delicious.
Back before sliders were cool, you know, they were the hipsters of the slider game.
Yeah.
Get the old Crave case.
Yep. Crave case, smash them up.
So good. Crinkle cut fries.
You thought yourself you were going to eat like 10 of them, right? But you get like 4 or 5 deep and you're like, oh shit.
I'd even get that 20 Crave case, you know, and I'm going to kill all these. And then you get like 8 and you're like, and you keep muscling. I could kill 10, but I'm forcing it at that point, you know?
You got to think how much that is. That's like...
Yeah.
It's like this big of a burger.
I don't know why. Yeah, you look at the box, and the box is like 12 by 6, you know, and then, you know, 6 more inches tall, and that's, you know, however many cubic feet of fucking, you do the math, times them all together, that's how many cubic feet you got of sandwiches. And I don't know why, but when you pull them out and you get that tiny little one, it's like, man, yeah, I could eat 20 of these. But when you really look at it, it's like, no, it's like one. If you put them all together, it's one really big one.
It's like a half pan of burgers right there,
right?
I think everybody orders too much White Castle. It's never the opposite. It's never I should have gotten more. It's always I have too much.
That's how they win.
Yeah.
My wife and I were just in Lexington. You know, we drove through Cincinnati there.
Yeah.
You know, went down for a couple days just to get away, and coming back it was early Saturday morning. You know, we're driving up. She's like, she wants some coffee. Of course, she wants to hit Starbucks. You know, always like Starbucks. Got to find a Starbucks. Fine, we find one. Get off 75. Go through the drive-through. Boom. We start getting closer to Cincinnati. We start seeing these White Castles pop up. You know, we're around like Florence and that coming up through. I'm like, man, it's been a long time since I had that. I think, well, we gotta get some White Castle. She's like, it's not open yet. I'm like, bullshit. The sign, all of them say 24 hours. I mean, we can have this for breakfast. It's fine. Right. She was definitely not pleased. We got up into Cincinnati, found a White Castle, went through the drive-through, and I get the great idea that I'm going to get a Crave case because I'm like, I'm going to take some of these back. It's fine. I'm going to eat some later, you know, in the afternoon. I'm just going to have these all day. Again, it's been a long time. Oh, you know what happens. But went through, we held up the line. I mean, it's amazing. It's 8:30 in the morning. We order this Crave case, and there's 6-7 people behind us by the time we're able to get our food. So we get it. We start eating in the car and have a cup. I'm like, yeah, this is a bad idea. You know, I still have 4.5 hours. I got to drive back to Philly.
Those were probably amazing though, because they were probably all made fresh as could be.
The first couple were good. Yeah. And then it's instant regret. I will tell you, by the time we got back to Philly, I put it up on the island there at home, and you know, it sat there for a couple hours, and finally Karen's like, what are you going to do with this? We're not eating it. You know, I can tell you don't want it anymore. Like, I don't want it anymore. You're just instead of throwing it away. It's probably half of it, but you're right. Like, you think that you're going to eat a bunch of these, and you end up eating 10 tops.
Right. Yeah, and then almost like you said with a Skyline Chili, you go to the dollar store in the freezer section. You can get the White Castles in the freezer section now, and they're just not as good. Mm-mm. Like, they gotta be fresh, and you do have to, like, I feel like they're better when you order twice as many.
Nuking them frozen like that, not the same. If you're in a pinch, I suppose, and you're craving it, but you know, it's just one of those things. You drive by, you see it, you're like, man, it's been so long. The one in Akron's closed. We got to get it. Instant regret.
Yeah, I miss White Castle, but
so guys, I got a hot topic for you here.
Oh, some hot topic, hot goss. What's that? Right out of the burner.
Right out of the burner right now. When do you put your Christmas lights up?
The warmest day after Thanksgiving.
Okay. Eric?
November 15th.
I feel like you just made that shit up.
I'm gonna just pick a date. I don't think there's really any rhyme or reason on to when. I should say I don't put any up. This is all my wife, but She wants them up early. We got
So I was
everything
gonna
up.
say yours are already up
Yep, we got
for
everything.
3 days now.
We got everything up. The trees are up. Nothing outside. No outside lights.
Okay.
Nothing like that. Now she says that that's coming.
Right.
She wants to do that still, but
Yeah, I'll put them up outside before Thanksgiving, but I won't turn them on. Inside though is still fall decorations, still pumpkins. Because Sarah, like if you look upstairs, there's pumpkins. There's like the fake leaves. It's still all those like brown and tan earth tone colors and stuff. And like I want to enjoy. I don't want to forget about Thanksgiving. I want to give Thanksgiving its due. Right.
Goddamn right.
Because I love
Goddamn
Thanksgiving. Like I love to eat, and I don't want to be distracted from.
You give thanks, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, I don't want to be distracted from eating a bunch. I need those browns and tans, those earth tones before I get too many twinkly things. That's gonna throw me off my game.
well, and Thanksgiving, it's the harvest, right? It's harvest season right
Yeah.
now. You have the pumpkins, and you got the
Right.
earth colors, and you have the cornucopia. You got all that stuff
Yeah.
going on. The gourds, it's supposed to coincide with Thanksgiving. I think
Yeah.
traditionally, right, it's supposed to be after Thanksgiving. You put the tree up.
Yep.
Usually, you put the tree up after Thanksgiving, and then right after New Year's, you take it down, and that's just the way it works. But I think some of this has changed a little bit.
Yeah. And that's the way we always play it. Like honestly, I'm gonna have a 4-day weekend with Thanksgiving coming up, and probably after Thanksgiving Day is gonna be all about eating. If we got to do some other family stuff over the weekend, we'll throw that in, and then that's whenever fall will come down inside, Christmas will go up inside, and then the nicest day I can find is whenever I put I wanted to put up Christmas decorations yesterday because it's like 60 degrees up, but by the time I got home it was dark, so I didn't do it. But if I could put them up and just not turn them on, just have them there so that whenever the day after Thanksgiving, then I could just flip switches and plug things in. It's like, hey, Christmas on the outside,
Be ready to go.
Right. But then it was dark, so I didn't do it. So now I'm gonna have to put them up in the cold probably one day on my day off and shit. And
That's what's tough. I hate that outside stuff, and the weather's bad, and the wind's
I think
whipping.
everybody should be required till December 1st.
Yeah, that's
you
what I
were
was
not allowed.
I was gonna ask you, when do you put your shit up?
You're not allowed to do shit till December 1st.
Just you want to wait like a week?
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
What's your thought about taking them down?
We're already cold.
Yeah.
Do you have a take them down time now as well, or are you?
I'll give that
Good
till just after New Year's. I mean, I honestly, I don't care at that point in time, right?
Right.
But everybody,
But you're not leaving them up till St. Patrick's Day.
Everybody, no, everybody skips. Everybody skips Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving doesn't matter. Decorations don't matter for Thanksgiving. There are some
Right.
people you see occasionally have all that stuff. It's not one of those holidays that are celebrated as much as like that. It's like, it was just the family getting together. That's all it is. Blah, blah, blah. We're giving thanks to our family. And it's like, well, why isn't it as cool as Halloween? Why isn't it as cool as like this? It's
Well,
like,
because what are you supposed to do? Just a bunch of turkeys?
be like, this is when Christopher Columbus came over, took this land from these sons of bitches.
That baseball team. There's a baseball team in Cleveland that tried to celebrate that year round, and they made them take that shit down. So how are we supposed to decorate?
that damn Christopher Columbus and Thanksgiving.
right. Yeah,
True.
yeah,
True.
yeah.
Well, there's not a lot of decorations. Like you said, what are you going
Right.
to put?
He
put
brought bread with him then. That's what.
You put a bunch of orange and brown lights up.
all the.
Hey, I like
the hand.
Yeah,
You could do that.
put a bunch of orange and brown lights up.
all around the
and-
world, orange and brown lights. Boom. Browns go Super Bowl.
All the hand cutouts your kids make. It's
Yeah,
the teachers
yeah.
can't find anything else to do with them of the turkeys.
turkey.
We'll just put them all over the place. They
Mhm.
do about 2 a week. So
I remember we used to make Indian headdresses. They probably not doing that anymore.
no, we did used to do that.
Yeah.
Some would be the
Brown-
pilgrims. You could make those hats.
Yeah,
they had
make
the
a pilgrim hat with a big buckle on it, and other people would have the Indian hats with like the feathers off of them and shit.
God, no, they can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to do either of those anymore.
Just like cowboys and Indians. Somebody run around with a bow and arrow. Somebody run around
Yeah.
with like a 6-shooter and like
Yeah.
that ain't happening.
Yeah, now you're playing. You're making.
That ain't happening.
You're not even sitting Indian style anymore. It's crisscross applesauce. So we're doing crisscross applesauce hats.
Excuse me.
Kids in school don't sit Indian style anymore.
You can't say that.
It's crisscross applesauce.
Why is it applesauce?
Crisscross
'Cause
applesauce is the preferred nomenclature.
Yeah, applesauce rhymes with crisscross, I guess. And it's fun for kids to say.
Well, wasn't it crisscross on the boss then?
I don't know because I don't know.
Criss-
I don't write the rules.
Crisscross on the moss. What it sounds better to me. You send down the moss. It's paying homage to the Indians still.
You bring when your kids get older and you go to that parent teacher conference, you make sure you bring that up.
I'm gonna
Go straight to the principal of your kid's school and be like, "Hey,
it's crisscross on the moss, bitch."
I'm offended by applesauce. My dad was an apple farmer, and he got played out by these applesauce companies like Mott's and shit. I want crisscross on the moss.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And then Randy Moss's son's gonna come up, and then I'm screwed. Man, damn it!
I'm gonna take this to make sure we're not being too insensitive about the plight of the Native Americans or anything like that.
No, I
respect all.
I think it's interesting that I think it would be very difficult to be a teacher in today's climate.
Yeah,
and the things that you're not allowed to do.
Right.
It would be hard to be creative to come up with a lesson plan. And hey, maybe they're these lessons plans are already laid out for them.
Right.
But the things that we could do when we were younger,
right.
My God, I think they even had like Thanksgiving plays and stuff, 3rd and 4th grade.
Yeah.
Somebody's John Smith, and then you had Sacagawea, and
yeah.
You'd never be able to do that now. You'd never be able to do that.
I think we brought it up on an early podcast. I very vividly remember dressing up as Hitler to do like a report on him.
That's right.
Because I had to do a presentation in front of class as Hitler. And I dressed as fucking. I had like my mom's mascara over my lip for the fucking mustache shit. I was wearing swastikas to fucking grade school, dude. Like I'm glad there was no pictures of that taken because I'd be fucking canceled right now. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about the hazing stuff at work. It'd be the old Hitler pictures from 35 years ago.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I was being overly whimsical when I was talking about like the Native American stuff. I apologize if any got offended by that. But we honestly I respect all Native Americans, and I think to an idea like most of that was kind of trying to honor the Native American tradition.
100%.
But it's gotten obviously taken in different directions and different things have happened and all of that.
Yeah.
So you can never be too PC.
Well, and once doing something like that, when we were younger and we did these things or made the headdresses and, we talked about Thanksgiving. I mean, it was to teach us the history behind it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't change the history of things that happen.
I was too little, but instead of Boy Scouts, there was also Indian guides.
Okay.
So my brothers, I'm pretty sure Brady and Derek were both in Indian guides.
Okay.
So instead of Boy Scouts, you had Indian guides.
Yeah.
Same type of thing, but it was more like Indian guides was like primitive learning, like learning how to live off the land, doing the same things Boy Scouts do in a way, but they called it Indian guides. They had one like, I'm pretty sure my dad was kind of a leader, and then there was another guy that was like the main leader, and he was like an actual Indian guy. I'm not sure though. It could have been two white guys for all I know. Yeah. All I know is like all of that was fine. Yeah, and they were still teaching kids how to do shit off the land and do things like that. But I don't know.
It was good learning for boys, and the intentions were probably great, but still, even like when you think about it, the term Indian is I get why it would be offensive to me. Like, no, we're not from India. Like, that's the whole reason they're called Indians. Christopher Columbus thought he landed in India.
Right.
Yeah, the old flat Earth.
Yeah. Well, no, because he thought it was round. He thought he went around the Earth and landed in India, but they didn't realize that North America was there and shit.
The West Indies.
Yeah. So on this week's episode, we are getting into the winter spirit, even though we're still in fall. But it's cold as fuck out there, right? We're going to try this winter lager from Samuel Adams. It says that it's festive and smooth.
It's a limited edition.
Limited edition.
Well, limited release. So I saw it, I grabbed it, thought we should try it.
Yep.
Nice and amber color to it. All right, looking pretty.
I'd even say that it looks It looks festive and smooth.
You look festive and smooth.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I just always looking for something different to try. So I saw this and I was like, hey, you know what? Let's give it. You know, Sam Adams is a pretty big name.
Yeah, they always have some good bangers. That's for sure. Their Boston Lager's good. I know I've had some Christmas ales and stuff from them that are pretty good. This is definitely the first time I ever tried the winter lager. For those not looking, or if you can't see it on camera, it's got a nice gold label on it too. Nice and gold.
Maybe we get the golden ticket.
The gold, yeah.
Wonka. They make a good a cherry wheat too. It's a fall beer.
I don't think I've ever had the cherry wheat.
It's pretty good.
We might have to try that
Smooth.
one here soon.
There we go.
Yeah,
another one to try.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
We're at the rip. What you guys are trying? I already tried it. It's very ambery, very, very rich, sweet flavors in it.
Yeah, I'd almost say that it has a very light background note of what you'd expect from like a Christmas beer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they made their Christmas beer light.
Yeah.
If I could sum it up in one phrase, it's light Christmas beer.
Water that shit down.
Yeah, it is. I thought I saw it was like 5.6%. Yeah, 5.6%, 22 IBUs. I still forget what the IBUs stand for.
International,
Internet Business Uniform.
It's British units.
Bitterness units, isn't it? I know the B's
International
bitterness
units.
I know we go back to when we had Derek Keck on here. He told us what it's all about.
I did. He didn't know.
You can taste.
I think you knew then, but you don't know now.
I know.
You can taste the cinnamon.
Yeah,
That's what you get that little holiday.
Yeah,
thing.
it's got that.
I'm no conspiracy theorist, but cinnamon in the beer. Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh,
chili.
Cinnamon
I'm just
in the
saying.
spaghetti.
Coincidence? I think not.
Oh.
Well, now they're both dog shit.
I bet if you poured this on some spaghetti with some cheddar cheese, you got yourself a fucking winner right there.
Cody'd like it as well as the regular.
Cody would hate it.
Yes.
No, this beer is okay. Very caramel, like you say, maybe some holiday notes to it. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna give it a rating right now.
Yeah,
5 out of 10. I'm not super anything about it. It's fine. It's not. I'm not buying any more of it.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
Going half thumb.
Yeah,
Half thumb.
That's like a 5 out of 10.
It's not terrible. Yeah. It's not great. Yeah. Basically, if my thumb ratings were put into numbers, which they can never be quantified as numbers, but side thumb.
I just quantified it.
I'll go 6 out of 10. And the reason being, I'm not sure if this is a beer that I would like to start off drinking the night with.
Yeah.
But if I was in a situation where someone offered me one of these and I'd already been drinking a little bit, I'd drink it. It's fine.
Like right now. Like right now.
Yeah. And then you got that whole Cincinnati chili spaghetti Skyline thing. So you're like, I really like that spaghetti chili, so I really like the spicy beer.
Where's the spaghetti chili beer? You know,
it's only 5.6%. That's weak as balls for like a heavy. Should be a little bit. I think you need more kicking that.
Yeah.
When you make this a 9% beer, then all of a sudden we're talking some more.
Well, that's why I kind of compared it to like a Christmas ale light.
Yeah, it's very light.
Yeah, you can have a couple of these without blacking out and pissing your bed at the end of the night,
Okay.
Not to call out names, but I know a guy. I want to say his name's
Steve
so
Schaefer.
bad. I want to say
Steve Schaefer.
No, not me. But you have the name right.
I used to make,
but that we went out. Sorry, I still got to finish the story. We went out. We got. It was when I worked at Sweco. They were like, "Oh, just take lunch and then take the rest of the day off." It was the day before Thanksgiving, and they're like, "Yeah, just take the rest of the day off. You guys will get paid till your full 10-hour shift."
You're already saying where this guy works. Used to work, and now you're about to say this guy's name. So you might want to avoid that. what
But
an easy find.
So we went to Tilted Kilt.
Okay.
And we were slamming the Great Lakes Christmas ales.
Yeah, they get you in trouble real fast.
He got pretty drunk, and I guess he went home and pissed the bed.
Yeah, I used to take the Great Lakes Christmas ale.
It was my brother. It was Scott Schaefer. Scott Schaefer, you pissed the bed.
I used to put a shot of Captain Morgan right in that too.
That's
party hard.
here coming up in the December weeks. We're gonna do the Cody Blackout special.
Okay,
for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's got a name for a reason.
Yeah, we'd pound those at the lighthouse, and Captain Morgan's rum. A couple shots in the bottom of the glass. We had Christmas ale on tap. A little brown sugar cinnamon rimmer on there. Yeah, they were dope. I want to do it with Sailor Jerry though. Up that liquor proof on there.
Yeah, there you go.
But not a terrible beer. Sorry, Scott, I called you out. He doesn't listen to this anyway.
All right, Steve. So what do you got on Steve's?
Oh yeah,
things he's found on the internet. What we got to name your segment at some point.
Yeah, and you would think that I'd have a whole lot to talk about since it's been
Steven's
a couple weeks.
Special corner.
Things I learned on
it needs a jingle.
Yeah. I don't know.
Do bapa do bapa do bapa do. We got Steve's weird corner.
There needs to be a rhyme in there though.
How that sound? Was that too feminine?
Steve's corner.
Steve's corner.
Maybe it doesn't have to be a corner.
Steve's
best
weird.
bet. You won't forget the things Steve learned on the internet.
There we go. All right. That's better.
Great. Copyright that.
Yeah, I love it.
Trademark.
I don't know why I was stuck on your corner, but I like that
That's
better.
it there. Yeah.
Well, that's why we did Cody's cocktail corner, because you're literally like in the corner.
See, corner.
Best
Hey,
bet.
that's why
You won't forget the things Steve learned on the internet. Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. I love it, dude. Every time you're doing that now.
Did you know that in the game of Tetris, are you familiar?
Familiar with Tetris?
I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with the game of Tetris. Do you know that the blocks have names? Like in the original Nintendo instruction manual, the blocks have names.
Some of them, yes.
And
I would say some of them I would know the names too, because it'd be like a square.
Is the one like T that has the bar and
T money?
Yeah.
And I'm pulling this up. This is an image that I'm looking at.
Zigzag.
And actually, let me save this image.
They might be Russian names.
I need the long bar. I need the Shooter McGavin.
I'll post this image up for people watching or anybody listening. Just Google it. So the one is called Orange Ricky. It'll be 2 blocks high and then 3 blocks across. So it's an L shape. Yeah. But when you get it, it's the L laying backwards, basically.
That's that one you got to rotate all the
so
time.
What's it the other way? The Blue Ricky?
Blue Ricky, yes. 100%.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
I already know how these people are thinking.
So you have Orange Ricky, Blue Ricky, and they're equal opposites.
Iced tea for the tea, right?
No, the tea is Tiwi.
Get out of here! Why would you call it iced tea? That's a Tiwi.
I don't know. They're
Tiwi.
They're from China. Maybe they don't drink iced tea over there. For them, it'd be hot tea, probably.
Orange Ricky, Blue Ricky.
Orange Ricky, Blue
iced
Ricky. Tiwi.
Tiwi. Oh,
Tiwi.
Tiwi.
Because
tea makes you weak.
Should be iced tea. Yes, I agree.
So
did you ever? Hey, wait! I got a joke for you here, real quick. Did you hear about the Native American fellow that drank 40 cups of tea before he went to sleep?
No.
Poor guy drowned in his teepee.
Jesus. No, we just got done with all of our cancel culture stuff earlier with this, and now you're back. You gotta stop. Get out of here.
All right. Moving on. The names of the other blocks. You know, you got the Z looking thing, the 2 across and then 2 across down.
I call that Justin Bieber.
The regular Z looking one, the one like if you're reading as a letter, is the Cleveland Z.
How? No, shut up.
100%. Dude, look. It's right here.
Where are you getting this from?
The goddamn internet.
Okay.
A picture of the instruction booklet on page 12 of the instruction booklet for Tetris.
Who the hell calls it the Cleveland Z?
The people that made Tetris. You want to know that because there's a backwards one, right? It's got its equal opposite. You want to know the other side Z?
It's probably it's a Cleveland Z. Then I'm gonna go with the Detroit V.
Nope. No, it's still a Z. It's still a Z, but it's the Rhode Island Z.
What the? How does that even make sense?
I don't know, man. You're talking about the same people that created plumbers that go through pipes and step on mushrooms. Right?
No shot.
Huh? Yeah, you got the Cleveland Z, you got the Rhode Island Z, you got Orange Ricky, you got Blue Ricky.
Okay.
We've already said Hero is the bar.
Okay.
Tiwi is the T. Guess what that big old square is?
A square?
This one kind of aligns with like modern day like things like I don't know, like you got the squishy boys or the fun boys. This one's the Smash Boy. But it's spelled with a Y. Like nowadays with internet culture, it'd be BOI for fun. But this, the square is Smash Boy.
Smash Boy.
Yeah, I got a Smash Boy coming in. I'm gonna fill that gap. Oh my God, I need that tall slot. I'd save that part on the right. Here comes the Hero.
Oh shit! I just laid my Cleveland Z down. Now I gotta hit it with my Smash Boy.
God damn it, Orange Ricky.
Orange
Ricky fucked me again.
Orange Ricky, you're so fine.
Yeah, but no, I thought that was hilarious and like and
wait, what's the straight called?
Huh? Hero.
Oh, it's the Hero.
It's the Hero.
Hero. Oh my God!
It always saves the day, right?
Like how? I didn't even know.
And then it's funny because it says on that page, it says there are 7 total Tetris blocks, and knowing which is which at a glance is essential to mastering the game. And then it shows pictures of every single one. You got Orange Ricky, Blue Ricky, Cleveland Z, Rhode Island Z, Hero, Tiwi, and Smash Boy.
Tiwi.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah. My mind was blown. I didn't know they named the shit. I just thought like, the T1 or like, the Z1, you know?
It's even such long names. Like if you're playing a video game, right? You normally break stuff down into short code, into like short settings, right? You have some kind of code made up.
So it's apparent this is a Russian game, right? The guy that designed this was Russian. The Russians, they had to come up with the names too, and because you're right, it would be smaller. It would make more sense.
There's no way he'd go Cleveland Z and Rhode Island Z if it was Russian. Then.
They're probably sitting in a boardroom. Well, no. How can we make this more American? How can we take this worldwide, more pop culture?
This is Tetris. You think Tetris came from Russia?
It did.
The guy that
it is
Igor Terra something.
Alex Paginov.
Yeah, Alex Igor.
Tetris developers Alex Pajitn Paginov.
Stole it from.
I mean, my God, the music on Tetris.
How the fuck did you know that?
This guy knows more shit than you ever know.
Hey, yes, hey, yeah. That's the music. It's 100% Russian. It was. They're probably sitting in a boardroom. How can we make this game more American? Called the Z Block Cleveland.
Yeah.
Tetris is a tile matching video game created by Soviet software engineer Alexei Pajitnov in 1984. It has been published by several companies from multiple platforms and most prominently during a dispute over the appropriation rights of the 1980s. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that dude was fucking Russian. How did you know that?
Just basic general knowledge, man.
Because you beat it and then you saw you watched the credits?
Yeah, that too, I wish.
Never doubt this man's knowledge on anything.
Yeah.
It always, it's always the craziest shit you ever heard of.
Yeah. He created the Cleveland Z and the Rhode Island Z. Why are those two American? Like,
I think maybe they're just trying to make it more worldwide. How can we get the Americans to like this? Well, let's name the blocks. Nobody knows what the name
is. Cleveland, very popular city. Yes. Cleveland. Cleveland, they have good vodka there. We go Cleveland.
Hey, Big Z played for the Cavs, you know? I don't know. Maybe that's it. It's Zadrunas. Hey, we'll call it the Cleveland Z.
We got to go way back. Way back for that.
Yeah.
But then Orange Ricky, Blue Ricky. He just knew a dude named Ricky.
Or maybe it's just a translation.
What's the most American name you know?
My friend
Ricky.
My friend Ricky. Sometimes he wears orange, sometimes he wears blue. I got the Orange Ricky, Blue Ricky.
Sometimes he goes to Cleveland, sometimes he goes Rhode Island.
The big square block, it goes smash when it goes down. I got Smash Boy.
Yeah, Smash Boy. I think these were made.
Are we going to get canceled for making fun of the Russians now?
We might.
And no, you can always.
That's cultural appropriation.
You can literally always make fun of the Russians and nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, hey, yeah,
We are allowed to do that. Yes.
They're like, screw those commies. We don't matter. What's Stalin gonna? Or no, wait, Putin gonna come over here?
Vladimir Putin
riding his white horse.
But yeah, I thought that was very interesting that they named the blocks and like,
hey, Putin, if you're a good listener, don't catch you by.
See, and
we'll
like
talk.
I kind of wish that they would have put it in the game because you see a preview of the.
Go Smash
of
Boy.
the block coming up. Like, I wonder if there's like probably a mod you can get now instead of seeing the brick, you have to remember the names like Orange Ricky. Which one's that one? That one goes that way. Okay, the Rhode Island Z. No, god damn it! I wish I had a Cleveland Z right now. You know?
Yeah, I need Cleveland Z.
Instead of just seeing the preview of the block, you get the name. So you have to like go 10 levels deep and get better.
Who even named them?
It had to be a board or something. I'm telling you, man, they probably sat around and rushed. They're like, how can we make this game worldwide? And of course, it was hugely popular. That game, late '80s, back when we had Mario and that, and that was big for the puzzle games.
And it all started with Pong, right?
Yep.
Just moving a paddle up and down.
We had Tetris for puzzle games, and then you had Dr. Mario. That was kind of right off the back of that, and then
they realized like it was a bunch of pills, and like maybe we shouldn't have kids toss around pills and match colors.
Dumb virus. Oh, I like pills. Yeah.
I'm playing Dr. Mario right now.
That was like the first.
I'll kill these viruses.
First video game that I ever remember playing was Pong on my grandma's TV. It was built into the TV.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it had Pong on it.
Built into the TV?
Yeah. It's built into the TV.
So your grandma had a smart TV.
Yeah,
basically
the first one.
Yeah.
She was very tech savvy.
And you plugged these fucking big ass joysticks in the back, and it had like huge plugins in the back. And people sit at the kitchen table, and I remember sitting there as a little kid. I'm 2 years old, and I don't know how I remember this, but I do.
Yeah.
I do remember this. And they were playing Pong, and it was like the greatest thing ever. That was my first taste of video games. And then my dad bought an Atari.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of remember Atari. I don't really remember a whole lot of that.
You got that 7800.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, video games for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It all started with Pong.
Yeah. All started with Pong.
Oh, I could just remember my whole family sitting around the kitchen table. And they had like one of those, it was like the TV was elevated up. Like the steps were like here, but like how my grandma's house was, like it was just my grandma passed away, but like the dining room table was here, but there's a TV. They had a spot for it back here, like it was like tucked back in.
It's kind of elevated up.
Yeah, but she had this big ass TV like back there.
So again, they had the Pong, and then they had the TV that was hung before the people actually hung TVs.
Yeah. Well,
God,
it was on a
it.
platform.
Yeah.
It was on a platform.
Yeah.
It wasn't hung by any means. There's probably electricity ran and everything for that.
I'm saying, but that was the genesis of how this began.
Yeah, I'm very I was technically driven so far, but I basically own Apple.
Yeah.
Gam was tech savvy.
Yeah,
so,
that's dope.
I watched Pong played on this TV, and my whole family be fascinated that they could sit there with a controller and do this back and forth.
Right.
Just go up and down. Literally just going up and down.
Yeah.
And hitting the ball back and forth and them losing their freaking minds on it. And I'm like, ooh, is that fun?
Yeah, since we're still kind of on the subject of old video games, I want to start by saying my first video game experience was with a regular Nintendo. Like we never had the Atari or anything like that. I had the regular Nintendo, and it came with the Mario Duck Hunt combo.
Yeah.
And I saw that people didn't realize, and this to me this isn't new news, but did you know that like when you're playing Duck Hunt, first player's got the gun, second player can pick up the controller and control the duck.
No, really?
You didn't know that? Did you know that?
I think I remember that.
No way.
Second player could make the duck bob and weave.
Hell
like,
no.
The duck always kind of went up on its own, but he could make it whoop, like do the juke and turn left.
No, I didn't know that.
For
My
sure.
God, we were too busy fighting over the gun and sticking it right to the glass on the tube TV.
Yeah, yeah. No,
You can move the duck.
Player 2 could grab that second player controller and hit left and right sticks and make the duck go left and right and shit.
Wow.
Maybe even up and down.
My brothers probably just made me miss all the time.
that was the problem, right?
Well, I think I forget what it was. I think because my brother always, it's my turn, always his turn. And then I'd just sit there and fuck around with the other controller, and I realized, like, I learned it by just fucking, because like, I'm bored, I don't know, what are these, because it was a new video game console for us. I'm like, so I got to learn these buttons. And then I noticed like the duck would move. So then Scott didn't know that I was doing this to him, but I would move the duck while he's trying to shoot it. Like, and I'd see him because he would always like point, well, bing, 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 you know, kind of move his hand. And like, as soon as you see him move his hand, like, whoop, juke, oh, juke, nope, you're done. And then he'd lose. I'm like, all right, it's my turn.
Yeah, just don't tell him.
Right, I didn't. I never told him shit.
Yeah.
But then I saw it was like on my fucking Reddit, like, oh, today I learned that the second player controller controls the duck, and I was like, fuck, I already knew that shit.
That's unbelievable. No, I didn't know that. That was happening to us. We didn't know it either. You know,
Yeah.
Brothers are always keeping
Did
that.
you guys have the Nintendo Power Pad?
No.
Mm-mm.
So I only supported a few games, but one of them was a racing game. So it was literally a pad, and you could run on it
Okay.
and try to beat these racers. So like it was Olympic sports, right? And you'd actually have to run on it. Like I'm talking Wii Fit, for Wii Fit,
Right.
for what's coming out now.
And dance, like the Dance Dance Revolution pad.
Yeah, it was like a pad like that. So you had, it's basically you're just hitting A and B, and it had up, down, left, right on it, but you couldn't really
Yeah.
all you did is A
Well,
and B.
I remember the Olympics game that you had because I just had the regular controllers and I start and tap A and B with my hands, with my
as fast
fingers
as
to
you
make me
could.
run.
Yeah.
Which I probably did way better than you trying to run with your
Yeah,
feet.
now trying to run and beat like the best guy on the Olympics game,
Right.
you could not do until two of us got down there and we went,
So you use your hands,
and then we just smoke everybody. But it was like Nintendo ahead of their time trying to get into the athletic world. And I don't know why they stopped doing that.
They haven't really.
Well, they did, but now they haven't.
Yeah.
They were the big boys back in the day.
Right.
And then Nintendo was cruising, and then all of a sudden PlayStation came out, and they got crushed by PlayStation.
And they
And
had
then,
that dual analog controller.
And then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, we get the Wii," and then or they did whatever. Or the
Wii U was a little weird. I never even had that one.
Do they make anything with that anymore? Is there any? Do they make Wii games? Like, is that a thing still? Or is it all? It's all the handheld, right?
The
Switch.
The DS, or the Switch. There's a Switch. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. We got the Switch.
You get the Switch.
Yeah.
Okay.
They know they're
we
now.
We actually got 3 of them in the house, but you can pull the Joy-Cons off and use them kind of like they're not
like
as
the Wii.
accurate as the Wii was. You can use them like that, but their biggest thing is like you can have it mobile and then you put it in a dock and it's on your TV. Like that shit to me is dope. It's
Right,
fuck.
because you can take it with you if you're traveling.
Yeah,
That's
like
great.
the PSP, like all the other handheld good games and shit. But this one you can like put it on a dock and then you're on TV and you can still put match Bluetooth controllers to it and shit, so you can play regular games. But they still don't have the graphics like the big boys, like the Xbox and the PlayStation too. So
Yeah, PlayStation came out and they kind of hit them hard. Nintendo's like, oh, we can combat. We're gonna make the Nintendo. Is it the DS? No, the
you had Nintendo, you had
Cube.
Super Nintendo, you had GameCube.
the GameCube.
The game. Yeah.
The GameCube
We're gonna make the
even had that fucking
GameCube.
fishing reel thing on it.
We're gonna make the GameCube. We're gonna kick PlayStation in the nuts. And then all of a sudden, Microsoft's like, hey, yeah, we're releasing a console. And they're like, what do you mean you released a console?
N64,
Yeah, you guys...
N64 was still before that.
Not the GameCube.
Well, not N64 was before the GameCube.
Wasn't
GameCube,
before
then
Xbox.
N64, then N64, and then I'm pretty sure that's when PlayStation happened.
PlayStation, and then Xbox came out.
Yeah.
And then it was a whole nother fight.
Yeah, there was even PS2 before there was Xbox regular console.
Yeah.
So it was PS3 and Xbox. The first Xbox was PS3.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah, I think it was PS1, PS2, Xbox, and then PlayStation responded with the PS3. And that's I love Xbox. That's the thing is that I'm not console centric. I do have more Xboxes. I don't have any PlayStation, but I always started as a PlayStation guy. They all do the same fucking thing when you think about it when it comes down to it. But you're Xbox whore.
No, I've had both. I even bought a PS4 or 5 when I was with you.
No, they're on 5 now. You can't even get a 5.
All right.
Yeah,
I
you
bought
can't
a
find
4
them
when I was with
Yeah.
you, and I had an Xbox One at the time
Yeah.
because you wanted me to play Call of Duty.
No,
and
that was even
PlayStation with
360
you.
back then.
Yeah. So that was even before that.
Yeah.
And you're like, so it's like the user interface on Xbox compared to PlayStation,
Well,
so much friendlier.
And that's what
And-
that's why I say they all do the same thing. It's just like Apple versus Android. Both fucking phones do the same thing. It's just it's what platform you're kind of used to. So where you like your apps and how you want your programming to respond is which one you like more.
Gotcha.
You know, but they still play Call of Duty just fine. They still play, which with the consoles though, they do have console specific games. You know, you have Forza versus Gran Turismo, still awesome racing simulators. PlayStation has like the God of War, fucking the God of War franchise.
Halo just
Uncharted. Yeah, Xbox has Halo. Like they have their big franchises, but the cross-platform games they all do the same fucking thing. It's really what user interface you prefer yourself.
And then PC's the big brother.
Yeah.
Apparently that sits upstairs and says, "Hey, I do all that too." And I have way more video games than both of you, but you got to keep upgrading me every year.
But I cost you like $5,000, well, like maybe like $2,000 entry level, and then I still don't do everything you want me to. So you got to upgrade more.
I'm still gonna lag because I got other shit running in the background.
And then you got to deal with fucking Steam. Fuck Steam. Like you can't even buy a disc anymore on PC games. You gotta have a Steam subscription. You have to be on the internet.
Xbox and PlayStation are going the same way. So it's
but they still have
digital now.
It's all digital.
They still have disc readers though, which is kind of.
And everybody's like, "Well, don't you want to like have your like?" I'm like, "No, I could just sell my entire account one day for like $10,000."
There are people that make a living doing
library.
that. Yeah. There are people that make a living doing that though.
I just keep building up my library and be like, "All right, games from 2000 or 1990, whatever," and I'll be like,
or not
I
even
got games
that.
from then that you can download for free right now. You have on your, it's saved on my account.
Right.
You can buy my entire account for $10,000. Like that is literally one thing that could happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there are people that do that. They'll go through. They'll do nothing but play all the Call of Duty online and level up their account, unlock all the weapons, unlock all the perks, unlock all the shit, and they'll be like, you know, level 7 prestige or whatever the fuck, and then they'll just sell that account off to somebody that doesn't want to do the work and grind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I have a lot of money. My kid sucks at this game, but he wishes he had all the stuff. I'll buy that.
I'll pay you whatever.
Yeah,
I'll buy that, and I'm going to make him look like a piece of shit because I got it all already.
But yeah, so Tetris blocks have names.
We just got a
It's
tangent there.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The things I learned on the internet. I forget my song already.
You know, it must not have been good then.
Yeah, something about
All right, what else you got?
best bet. Don't you forget. This is what Steve learned on the internet.
Give us one more, and then we should probably roll her out.
Oh man, I got a
You
couple.
got a couple. All right. Well, let's knock them out quick.
We're getting a new space telescope. I thought that was cool.
That is cool. We have a lunar eclipse tonight, boys.
Yep. Well, when this
It's
airs,
like 2 to 5.
yeah, when this airs,
Something
it'll be done and past. But this being Thursday night and Friday, yeah, like 2 a.m. to like 5 or 6 a.m. We're gonna get the lunar eclipse. But I thought it was cool. They're launching a whole brand new space telescope that should be way better than the Hubble. It's gonna launch December 18th. Nice. From what I'm looking at right now. I like space shit. I wouldn't say I'm huge into it, but like, who doesn't like looking at the stars?
No, I mean, I feel like we all know a thimble of what's going on up there. I mean, obviously,
yeah,
space is gigantic, massive.
Even people that think that they know space still only know a thimble of what's going on.
Yeah, and it's like, man, you catch a glimpse of something out there, and it's like, what the hell is going on? Are we alone?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that with an infinite space like that, and you see all these, you see that when they're like the Hubble telescope honing on this one spot for like 6 months and collected all the light it could, and this is what it got back, and you see like, and they're saying like that's a galaxy, that like it's salt and pepper, and like galaxies. Like how do you not believe there's other life out there? Like, how are we so fucking special that it just happened here?
The odds are there has to be, right?
There
has to be because we don't know. It's finite, right?
Right.
It's not infinite. It's finite. There has to be something.
Right.
Somebody else doing a podcast right now,
and it's ever expanding.
Yeah. They're probably doing a bad time podcast right now.
A very bad time cast pod. Like it's our bizarro world.
Hey guys, I had a bad day.
Yeah, and then the other one, it's like you come in and like, welcome to the show, or fuck you, get away from the show, blah 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 blah. Like, I'm Adams Cody, and I'm like, I'm Schaefer Steve, and you're like, Wheeler Eric, and I go,
now I'm gonna drink NyQuil till we fall asleep on the show.
And we're gonna stay stone sober and talk about things that suck.
Yeah.
The fucking bizarro world.
loads of content. Yeah.
And they're millionaires.
Yeah.
Because it's the exact opposite.
The most popular show in the world.
They've already made it. Right. They're blowing up in Tokyo. Bizarro Tokyo.
Exactly.
They didn't have to work a day in their life. They're just sitting there like, no.
We have nothing to talk about because we never worked.
This is so easy.
Yeah.
Eat at Arby's.
We never worked at the in kitchens.
It was really hard to put this plug
and Wheeler Eric's like, I fucking hate sports.
Yes.
Sports and betting are dumb.
Don't gamble.
There you go, folks. That's what we got for you. Bizarro world, bizarro world.
Bizarro world. But yeah, actually, yeah. I think I would like to end on that. I got a couple of
just
points.
Bizarro world?
Yeah.
He's going to end up Bizarro world?
Well, you said bring up one more point. I'm like, I got a couple.
Even talk about the video games. Wario's up there somewhere, Bizarro world here. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, they bring up a video game subject. I've never played video games. I fucking hate video games.
Never heard of that before.
All right.
I really enjoy short walks in the dirt, not even on the beach. I hate a sunset. Give me a sunrise every day.
Could be complete darkness.
I start my day with decaf, and I end it with caffeinated coffee. It's the complete opposite of everything.
That sounds terrible.
They're such a success.
Yes, and they got millions of unfollowers. No, because it'd be opposite. They have millions of unfollowers.
Millions of unfollowers.
Wait, we don't have unfollowers.
Well, I'm saying it's the opposite of well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay.
I mean, it'd be a sad day when you have millions of unfollowers.
Actually, you know what? That's one more thing I'm going to bring up is speaking of unfollowers, YouTube just unveiled this whole thing that they're going to get rid of the thumbs down button on all their videos, which for most content providers and especially a lot of like product reviews, I've seen a lot of this shit where I like, what's the next phone? Like, I want to buy this phone. I search that. I see a product review, and I see a bunch of thumbs down. Like, no, I'm not going to click on that one.
Right. It definitely influences.
I'm going to go to the one with a bunch of thumbs up because I want the real information, because the other ones could be a bunch of clickbait shit. But YouTube is going to get rid of the thumbs down button because they don't want to negatively impact and blah. Everybody needs to be accepted nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sitting there thinking, like, this is awesome for us. Granted, we've never had a single thumbs down. But the more we put out, the more we're going to have some shit content out there. We're getting ahead of this thumbs down button thing. We'll never have a thumbs down.
The first podcast, 41 podcasts, not one thumbs down.
Not a single one.
Not a single one. Guys, you heard it here first. Click like, subscribe. Never have a thumbs down, and we never will.
Share it with your friends. We've never had a thumbs down, and we never will.
Hey, when is this policy going into effect?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. We'll drop this shit Monday, and somebody just for a joke will thumbs down.
Yeah,
us
up
for
until
fun.
41, no thumbs down.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you do that, I will find you.
Well, in that case, I'll make thumbs down t-shirts and be like, we got our first.
Yeah, we already did it. We already thumbs down ourselves. Actually, go on. Thumbs down us right now, Steve.
No, I'm not a negative person, not even for a joke. All right, I'm a
All right.
I don't even know if I can thumbs down my own video. Do I have to sign on as my account, not the Damn Good Time podcast, and then thumbs down it as myself?
Let's not try, and let's just say this.
I think in Bizarro world, they probably thumbs down their own video.
yeah.
Bizarro.
Hey, they're good things.
Bizarro.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
Did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time. I missed this.
Eric, did you have a damn good time?
I always have a damn good time.
Hell yeah.
Cody, did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time, boys.
Make sure you guys click like and subscribe. Hit the thumbs down button while you still can. But actually, hit the thumbs up button. Cheers, boys. Love you guys. We love you, the listener. We'll catch you next week.
Love you much.